Hi everyone, Thomas Joseph here. Now, frittatas are the easy to make Italian version of a French omelet. They're inexpensive to make, you can use leftovers, and they're quick cooking. But a lot of people have trouble with frittatas because they become either overcooked or they're too watery. So today I'm going to share with you some tricks and techniques in making a foolproof frittata. The first trick is that you have to have cooked ingredients that you're going to put into your frittata. So today I'm using onions and a mixture of zucchini and summer squash. To start, I have a 10-inch nonstick skillet, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. I have 1 onion that's thinly sliced, and get those cooking, and that'll take about 2 minutes until the onions are translucent and have cooked down slightly. You want to make sure that you're not adding raw vegetables directly to your frittata, otherwise you're going to end up with a watery frittata. So you have to cook out that moisture. And you want to make sure that you use cheeses that are a little lower in moisture. So the onions are nice and translucent and soft. Add 1.5 cups of summer squash that is halved lengthwise and cut into 1/4-inch slices. Cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes until the zucchini and the summer squash gets slightly brown and soft. So the vegetables have cooked down. You can see the volume is much, much less, and that means that all of that moisture has been cooked out, which is perfect for our frittata. So I have 12 large eggs in a large bowl. Add 1/4 cup of heavy cream, which adds wonderful richness here. You don't want too much dairy. Again, not too much moisture. It'll toughen up the eggs and make them watery. Whisk this together gently. Now you don't want to overbeat the eggs here because what that does is it creates volume here, and when you cook it, it collapses. So you will not end up with a fluffy frittata. 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh chives and 4 basil leaves, which have been cut into a nice chiffonade. So gently mix that in. Season the mixture with salt and pepper, very important. You need to season all of those eggs. Whisk enough to combine the ingredients, but not to incorporate the air. Make sure that your temperature is medium heat because we don't want to cook this on high heat. We want it to be a gentle cooking process. And what you want to do is gently pull some of the egg mixture into the middle. And what this does is it creates a really fluffy frittata, because what you're doing is you're creating large curds within the frittata itself, and you will end up with a frittata that cooks more evenly and much faster. So it's less about stirring, more about kind of gently shifting the eggs in and around the pan. Make sure you preheat your broiler to high and have a rack situated in the upper part of the oven because we're going to finish this frittata in the oven. So you can see that the top is still a little loose and runny, but the bottom is quite set. So this is the perfect time to now add the cheese. 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. It's a low moisture cheese. It has a really pungent flavor, so you really don't have to use that much, but you really get a great payoff in terms of the flavor. So sprinkle that over the top, and 3 ounces of fresh goat cheese. Now we're not using too much of this because it is high in moisture. So dot this around the top of the frittata, and this is going right into the oven under the broiler for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. So watch it closely and make sure your table is set because this is going to be delicious hot out of the oven. So as you can see, the frittata is beautiful, it's nicely puffed, and it's golden. There's no excess moisture, and if you follow these tricks, techniques, and tips, you will have success every single time you make a frittata. Enjoy.